welcome. My name is John, and I'm just here to discuss movies and TV on the YT. And if you want to join in on the discussion, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. And today, we're talking about Euphoria, which just released a brand new special episode. It's not a new season, but it's a new episode, and season one, for personal reasons, plus the fact that it's just really well done. It's a show that really spoke to me, I guess, and I absolutely loved and adored it. And so I've been waiting for season two ever since season one ended. And even though this isn't season two, it is a new episode. And so let's get started. And so outside of the kind of introductory scene with Rue and Jules, it's really just a 15-minute conversation between Rue and her sponsor, Ollie. While I think that could frustrate a lot of people and fans of the show because it does change the pacing, the visual flair, and just somewhat of the style of the first season, but I thought it worked pretty well. This was filmed under lockdown, so there was a lot of restrictions involved with the filming. And I think they did a magnificent job with it. Zendaya, as usual, gives a magnificent performance, as she always does. She's probably my favorite actress right now anyway, and she gives a great performance like usual. But the big standout for me with this episode, and probably even the MVP of the episode for me, was, I believe, Coleman Domingo is the actor's name, the guy who plays Ollie, or Rue's sponsor. I thought his dialogue, I thought the performance and everything was just extremely well done. And I like how they kind of gave his character much more of a backstory, where in the first season he was just kind of Rue's sponsor and stuff. Where here you kind of get into his backstory a little more. You find out like he's married and has kids and stuff. And while this is just a 50-minute conversation, and there's not a whole lot happening on screen that you can actually see for the most part, I do think it is very well done and well written, because Rue's character goes through a great emotional arc in this movie. If you compare it to the way Rue was acting at the beginning of the episode and at the beginning of her conversation to where the episode ends off, I thought it was a magnificently emotionally written episode, even if it doesn't have that same flair as a lot of the season one episodes. And a nice touch to this episode, I thought, was bringing in Miss Marcia, just some lady at the diner that works at the diner that knows Ollie and has been through substance abuse herself. And I just thought her story and her involvement in that one little scene there, I thought it added a lot to the whole episode. And I thought the performance by that actress, I don't know her name, I'm sorry for that, but I thought the performance was pretty well done with her character as well. And I thought the cinematography was pretty well done as well. Now, getting into that 50-minute conversation, there are a couple times where it feels like they kind of deviate a little off topic, a little too much. That being said, that happens a lot in real life conversations. And this being a 50-minute long conversations, it does kind of add a little bit to the realness feeling of it, because people drift off topic quite a bit in real life conversations. Like I said, this was filmed during lockdown, and I think you can really feel that when you're watching it, because it's really only two characters. Then there's a couple extras thrown in the diner as well, but they're all spaced out pretty much. And when Miss Marcia does come in, she's speaking from halfway across the diner, and it just feels like there was a lot of restrictions, which there were, in making this, and I think they can really be felt, in my opinion. But it's also not something I feel like is fair to hold against it, because there were restrictions that they had to follow because this was filmed during 2020 lockdown. So overall, I do think this is probably my least favorite episode of the show. But that being said, I still think it's a magnificent episode of television, and I just don't think there really is a bad episode of this show personally. And so if I was to give it a score, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching this video. If you've seen this episode, if you've seen Euphoria, go ahead and share your thoughts on this episode or the show in general in the comments down below. And go ahead and smash that thumbs up icon if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed me, or if you want to see more Euphoria videos. I'm kind of switching up my brand a little bit. I don't know if I even had a brand before, but I'm kind of switching it up a little bit because of shows like this and a couple other movies coming up this month that didn't fully fit in with my action horror movie template that I originally started with. But go ahead and smash that thumbs up icon and smash that subscribe button as well, and hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss any upcoming videos. There might be a part 2 to this because it was titled part 1, and if there is, I'm hoping to talk about that one as well. And I will return next time, and hopefully I'll see you again.